Alright, while waiting for the wood coating to dry, I'll first showcase the amplifier and music streaming device that will fire up this tower speaker later. Let's start with this one. Arylic sent me the LP100 for testing and I want to test it on just a simple speaker setup. So I decided to build the setup where this LP100 truly belongs, to see its full potential. This LP100 arrived months ago and I've been testing it for a long time already. If you want to see the unboxing video, you can check my previous video where I built this tube hybrid amplifier. Back then I promised that I will build tower speakers for this setup someday. And now we are finally here building them. Soon we'll hear how this LP100 sounds on two tower speakers. But before we dive into the LP100's manual and feature, I want to share my experience while using it. I encountered an RCA output stage problem. The left and right RCA output were unbalanced even after checking the Go control app. At max volume, the left side became distorted while the right side sounded weaker. So I reported the issue to Vincent, the manager from Arylic. He's responsive and nice to work with. Their team was willing to get the LP100 back for repair by their engineers, but shipping will take for too long. So instead, I requested replacement components for the RCA stage and they agreed. At first, I thought this component was the problem, but it was. After learning more about the RCA output stage and testing nearby components, I finally found that the ESD protection component was shorted. Once I removed it, the RCA output went back to normal. But of course, it's unsafe to leave the LP100 without ESD protection. So I used the ESD from the RCA input as a replacement since I don't plan to use the RCA input. Anyway, I really appreciate how Arylic and Vincent handled this issue. It's great to know that the replacement parts are available and that they support users to know how to repair their device themselves. Thanks again to Arylic and Vincent for helping solve the problem. I truly enjoyed working with you guys. So now let's dive into the LP100 user manual. For better understanding, you can simply pause the video and read each part one by one. Next is my hybrid tube amplifier. This is a 120 watt stereo amplifier powered by a TPA amplifier board. I still haven't replaced the amplifier inside like I mentioned it in my previous video because I first want to hear and test the sound performance of the current setup. I also replaced the vacuum tubes later just to make sure everything is working perfectly. And now, since the coating is already dry, it's finally time to continue building the tower speakers. Okay, I got a problem with this dividing network. I need to fix the solder joint, but resoldering it again is not a permanent solution since the board is already torn. Good thing the AwithZ spot welder got my back. I used it to extend the resistor pin for a much stronger connection. Anyway, I also want to suggest something to AwithZ. This spot welder is heavy, so adding a strap or leather handle will be a great idea for extra safety. When moving it around the workbench, there's always a chance it could fall and destroy your project on the table. This will not only protect the owner and the project, but also the spot welder itself from damage. If moving it to different spot is the issue, making a permanent place for the spot welder is not practical because the tips are short, making the work uncomfortable. That's why adding a handle would be a better solution instead of fixing it in one permanent spot. Now, the dividing network is already fixed thanks to this AwithZ spot welder. I hope you consider it for future versions. Thanks AwithZ. If you want to get this kind of tool, I'll put the discount link in the description below, including a small version of their spot welder since my viewers can do their battery packing for their speaker using only a small spot welder. By the way, if you want to get the Arylic LP100, the discount link is in the description below. And for those who have an Arylic device like this and are experiencing the same issue, feel free to contact me. I'll be glad to help whatever I can. Alright, this wire will hook up the left and right tower speakers to the amplifier output. Next are the brand new vacuum tubes. I bought 3 pieces so I have an extra just in case one of them turns out to be faulty. I still choose the 6A2 vacuum tubes because I prefer the sound of the 6A2 over the 6K4. Alright, let's wake up the LP100. Yeah, look how cool the lights are when it powers on. For better results, just let the vacuum tubes warm up first, and after that we'll play some music. The vacuum tubes are already warmed up. Now set the LP100 to Bluetooth mode and play some music from the audio library. For better listening, I suggest to use a headphone or earphones. Sorry for the background noise. The strong wind outside has been non-stop for a week.
Porch light flicker on the siding, moths dancing like they know the tune. Porch light flicker on the siding, moths dancing like they know the tune. Every breath feels borrowed, but tonight the world's in tune.